This playthrough is rated E for everyone.
It's time to set up a legacy that'll live on for centuries. Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare here with the finale of Dragon Warrior 3. In the last episode, we made our way to Zoma's castle after getting the rainbow drop, doing all the optional stuff we could do, gearing up ourselves, and we're ready to go. I gained some levels off screen for the hero and everyone, as you can see there. The reason I did this is so I could get some pretty nice spells. Big thing is heal us all. What that does is for a pretty high amount of MP, we can heal every single character for full HP. We're going to need that. And then also Joan, I got her levels up too to learn. We learned. Oops, sorry, wrong character. We learned Dragon. What that does is it turns you into a dragon and you crit. So the first turn you turn into a dragon, then second turn you hit the thing and crit it. So it's really great for using on metal babbles and metal slimes. So if they don't run away the first turn, they're guaranteed to die. So we also learned ice. I don't think I showed off ice spears or mentioned ice spears, but it's a hits all enemies for ice attack damage. And then let's see. I think that's it. And then for the Pilgrim side, learn Barrier. Allows her to, basically what that does is it casts a protection spell on everyone and reduces fire and ice attacks on everyone. Also, she got Heal Us All, which is heal more on all party members. And then this is my equipment setup for everyone for what we want here. Made sure to buy a Shield of Strength for everyone so we could use use it for heal more in the random battles up to the final bosses, because I'm not going to really have to. It's not going to give us enough healing for the final bosses. Bought the Orochi sword out of storage because of its sapping ability. That'll really help out. Oh yeah, I forgot I won a strength seed in ooh, 2 points. Won a strength seed, and I also won an agility seed from random battles, which is crazy. Ooh, 3 agility. Too bad. I mean, I'm gonna probably not gain much experience through this final battle or this final level because I've got the levels I need. Hopefully. Yeah, make sure I basically took out my wizard's rings because I'm probably gonna end up using all of them while we're in here. Also, I made sure to bring the sphere of light. Otherwise, you will be doomed while going through this place. So yeah, Zoma's castle, the final area of the game. This is it. This is for all the marbles, everything we've done for. Man, it's so nice to just cast beat and just kill green dragons. It's like the greatest feeling in the world, man. Oh, we got a new enemy here, Hydras, or at least I don't think I fought them. You could have fought them in Erdrick's cave, but now they're available here at this point. So, Hydras have, see, 150 HP. They could possibly drop leaves of the world tree. And then let me look up the rest of their stats here if I can find them. There's multiple Hydras in this game. Okay, there's Hydra, level 41. No MP, 137 attack, 120 defense, 76 agility, 3090 experience, 95 gold. Expel, raw magic, stop spell, and chaos and beat do not work on them. Fire, wind, disperse, sap, sleep, defense, and slow only have a 30% chance of working. Ice, sacrifice, and lightning are pretty effective on them. I've noticed that for the most of the bosses around here that the snow attack is pretty effective against most of the enemies here. So that's probably the spell I'd probably use the most. I would say at least, you know, kind of mix up your use on spells, but we do have our wings, so we can take them on. Sorry, I was just looking up something. Okay, let's get rid of. Yeah, we'll get rid of the Hydra first, or one-shot him. Great, I wasted everyone's. I didn't expect him to crit. Wow, that's good for me, right? That's a good problem to have. Man, I swear, Casca has crit so many times in this game. It's insanity. Now, the only problem with the Demon Axe is the possibility of missing. You know, there's actually a better weapon for her in here, but I'm probably not going to get it because, yeah, it's a little bit more damage, but, man, once again, the fighter crits. Man, I hope that happens during the final battle. I doubt it, but you never know. That'd be crazy if it did work like that. I'd be excited. Wow, a metal babble hung around long enough for me to hit him with 6 damage. That's crazy. But anyway, Boudica gained a level and Joan gained a level for that. I was expecting not to gain any more levels because really my plan is to either use beat or expel on most of the stuff around here to finish them off. We learned the open spell. What? At this point? Yeah, it opens doors, but why? Like, okay. That seems like a silly spell to learn. You know, the only thing I'm really worried about here is like the boss trolls or troll kings, like hitting me with limbo and just sending one of my allies away. I'm like, no, I have to redo this all over again. But luckily that has not happened yet. So, all right. Ooh, this is what the? Oh no, we're trapped. Whatever shall we do? Let's get out of here. Oh, or I gained a level from that battle. Well, getting that babble helped. Once again, casket critting stuff helping me out, so far so good. Alright, so yeah, this door is blocked too, so what we're supposed to do, from what I understand, we're just supposed to run between these statues until we get attacked. Because, yeah, here we go. From out of nowhere, ominous voices are heard. We are the guards of the archfiend's chamber. To enter, you'll have to defeat us first! Alright, and we have to fight granite titans multiple times. We have to fight the 3 sets of 2 on these guys, so they're the same as when we fought them when the Gooplies summon them against us. So fire, lightning, and sacrifice are effective against them, but I'm gonna try to sleep them if I can against them, just to get a oh wait, no, yeah, we'll just do that. Never mind. Yeah, let's try to get sleep on them since they have a 75% chance to sleep, so help us reduce our and then I'm just gonna fight the rest of them off screen. Because I've already shown these guys before, but that's basically my plan for these guys. Yeah, they're a bit beefy, but so far so good. Really, Boudica? Come on. That's the only problem with using the demon axe, is there's always a chance you're gonna just not hit. Yeah, all we lose is a little bit of MP from sleeping them, but that's pretty much it. But yeah, we just have to do this over and over again. Alright, another set gone. That was not a Granite Titan. And they are done for. What the heck was that about? We got a required encounter, then right after the required encounter, we activated a random encounter? How does that work? But anyway, we beat all of them, and yeah, as soon as we do that, the door opens. Alright. So let's head on in, and yeah, I got pretty lucky. I basically cast sleep, and it worked on both Granite Titans both times, and they slept throughout most of it, so I got pretty lucky. But anyway, remember how that guy was saying there's supposed to be a, was it this spot, or was it the next spot? No, it's not this one. There was a hidden, hidden spot. No, it's one more over. No, I'm sorry, gosh, some stairs! Yeah, that guy was telling the truth. Anyway, head on down. All right, the right just leads you to a dead end or whatever. Okay, so yeah, we have to go through this room here. So, all right, let's see, up, and then, or right, I think is what I did on that one. So, and then this one. And then I did right on that one, so no, it was left. Sorry, just turn your controller to the left if you see those little, like, stars on the left there, so that way you can always go up. So, all right, and then to the right, turn your controller the other way, and then and then And I like using those in-between battles to get my my HP up with the Shield of Strength. That's basically what I'm doing. So, up, and then right, and then right. I actually have to manually up, and then left, and then I have to do that because it just throws me off. I have to move my controller. That is the fastest way for me to do it, so I do apologize that I'm basically just, you know, having to do that every time. Just slows down the game. I know, it's silly, but I've got to do it. It's just one of those things that just works for me, you know? Alright, let's see. Next spot is down, I believe. Yes. Sorry, like I said, I'm usually looking at a map when I'm stopping for a second. Alright, so far so good. And I'm also stopping just in case I get attacked or whatever and I don't lose my train of thought. Oh, we got new enemies here. Putrigons. Yeah, these guys are just more dangerous than the versions of the Skelegons or whatever that we fought before. So another nasty creature inside this place, of course. Let's see. Let me pull up their stats if I can. Okay, they're level 44, have 350 HP. Ugh. 0 MP, 170 attack, 45 defense, 43 agility. Can possibly drop strength seeds at a 0.378% chance. 3,500 experience, 53 gold. Ice, beat, rod magic, and stop spell do not work on them. Sleep and wind only have a 30% accuracy, and fire and defense have a guaranteed a hit. However, they are susceptible to expel, so we go using that on them. Well, 75%, but I'd rather try it twice and just try to get rid of them, because with all that HP they've got, I don't want to fight these guys. They can attack, they can breathe cold breath, and exhale cold air. Oh, we're good. Ow! I was hoping he wouldn't get a thing off before I expelled him. Oh well. Okay. We almost killed him, actually. But, anyway. Yeah, no evade either, but still. Yeah, I'm not wasting my time on people that have 350 attack. Thank you very much. Nope. Although I do need a heal now that I got hit with the blizzard, the cold breath right there. The cold breath. I just love saying that. I don't know why. Just something funny about saying that. Alright. So far, so good. Wow. I'm not getting hit as often as I used to, so pretty lucky. Alright, let's go up here. Open this door here. I got ourselves a door inside. Open the door inside. Oh, we got a new enemy here. Lionos? No, lion roars. Did they roar like lions? I mean, they're just telling us what they're doing, you know. Okay, so let's see if I can find them on here. Where are you? No, oh, they must be under this. Let's see. Sorry, just double checking on these guys. See, they have 160 HP. Okay, yeah. Level 44, 160 HP, 50 MP, 145 attack, 60 defense, 70 agility. They can drop Shields of Sorrow at a 0.78% chance. 3,060 experience, 120 gold. They are immune to expel, so can't do that to them. Beat, ice, and chaos don't work on them. Or sorry, they are 30%. And then fire, sap, defense, and lightning and wind are 100%. Everything else is, and surround is 100%. Everything else is 75%. So I'm going to try to stop spell them because they can cast Blazemos, Infernmos, and Bounce. The only problem is, do I get it off fast enough? Let's find out. Let's see. Stop. I mean, I could. Do I want to try it with you? You're not as fast, but. Because if it casts Bounce, that'll hit back at me. But I think we're at that point where we should. Let's see. Sorry, it's under. Ah! Oh, it worked on. I think got Bounce off. Oh well. Oh, one shot. The one that. Whoops. Oh well. Well, that's actually not too bad. I don't mind me getting hit with that. Man, Casca for the crit win. Man, good thing I'm not wasting too many resources here. Because, you know, we're at the final dungeon, and let's just say, you know, Dragon Quest II called. They want their final set of scenes back. You know what I mean? Well, this seems pretty fancy. What the? Wait. Who's that? That guy looks familiar. Did we see him before? Well, let's find out. He's fighting a monster. Let's help him. Look, a hero is fighting a monster alone. It's Ortega! But I thought he died multiple times. But anyway, he's still fighting the King Hydra after all this time. So he's, I guess, dropped down to the underworld and decided to keep fighting him. So, wait a minute. Well, I guess it's pretty intense that this one guy is fighting the King Hydra all by himself after all this time. Out of months, weeks, years, or he's been chasing him down or whatever. Now, the only problem with this cutscene is that basically we're at the whims of the RNG of how long it lasts. Because King Hydra can heal himself. Oh, sorry. Well, sorry. Ortega can heal himself. And he needs to fail. I mean, just to spoil things, he needs to fail. And that drags out the fight quite a bit. So I almost thought about cutting out the fight because of how long it can technically last, depending on how long Ortega just wants to keep casting heal on himself. I mean, it makes sense he would cast heal on himself because, you know, you want to live, and your AI script's probably set to do that. But yeah, the guy who defeated that dragon at the very beginning of the game. Although if you had played the Japanese version, you don't get that cutscene. So this is the first time you actually see Ortega in all of his form. Pretty cool design for him. I like it. And then he's fighting King Hydra, which is one he's been dealing with since the beginning of the game when he fought that dragon at the very beginning, because he fought him, cut his wing off, and then it fell into the volcano. And I guess he chased after him, maybe kept fighting him. Why are you putting him to sleep, dude? I guess Ortega must have the hero class. Oh, finally! I mean, oh no! Ortega! It's all over for me. Oh, traveler, please hear my dying words. I am Ortega of Alahan. If you happen to go to Alahan in your travels, please visit Ars and tell him of what transpired here. Ask him to forgive his father, who could not bring peace to this world. Tell... And battle music, or dungeon music again, yeah. I don't know how I feel about that. It doesn't really set me on an emotional scene, because it's like, we never really met Ortega. I mean, and even in the Japanese version, if you never even met your father, or you never saw that cutscene, it hits even less. I mean, yeah, the whole seeing your father, you know, sad, but I don't know. It's not like the beginning of was it Dragon Quest II when they added in Moonbrook and Burnt Down. That was kind of, you know, sad to see and stuff like that. But I don't know. Like I said, it just doesn't hit me the same way, I guess. Not saying they shouldn't have tried. I'm just saying. Oh well. Yeah, Ortega's finally bit the dust, and Hydra ran away like a little punk. Uh-oh, we got a new enemy here. Sword Oids. Is that really how you're supposed to pronounce that? But anyway, they're level 45, have 170 HP, 31 MP, 158 attack, 72 defense, 99 agility. They can drop the Snowstorm swords at a 0.78% chance, which I believe casts Snowstorm. 3,180 experience, 87 gold. They're not immune to anything, but Ice, Wind, Beat, Sacrifice, Stop Spells, Sleep, Surround, and Panic all only have a 30% chance, and everything else is a 70% chance. So nothing has a guarantee to hit them on that. So probably try, I mean, other than physically attacking them, I'd probably try for maybe fire attacks on them. Let's actually go with the, whoops. Let's see, no, I don't have it, never mind. Yeah, let's use the Orochi sword on him. And then we'll use Fire Volt on them, and then physically attack. Nice. Ow. Oh yeah, probably should heal after this. Nice. Nice! Yeah, I'll probably use this turn to heal. I've been usually doing that in between. Aris actually doesn't need the... I don't think Casca needs the, I don't think she got hit, so. Oh, no! Well, alright. Goodbye, Boudica, I guess. Good thing I got a Leaf of the World Tree. Yeah, I'm not going back, so I'm just going to use that Leaf of the World Tree. I just hope that, actually, I could try Vivify. That has a really low chance of succeeding. Yeah, let's try it. Hey, alright, it worked. Huh. Neat. Usually it doesn't work, so... It has a very low percentile chance, so the fact that I got it to work on the first try is pretty impressive. Actually, the fact that Boudica got killed by a crit. You know, I forgot to mention what the sword roids can do. They can attack, crit you at a 12% chance, by the way, and heal more of themselves at a 25% chance. So, oh well. Yeah, I probably should heal her with heal more. Alright, let's continue on. So I think we're almost done with this place. We're getting pretty close. I think we got one, and we also got, ooh, yeah, a door. One of the few doors I want to open because there's a reward in here. Oh, I forgot to mention sword roids can attack twice, by the way. Okay. But anyway, we got some treasure chests here. The two on to the left are mimics, and then the final one at the very right is a mimic too. So we just want to open these. All right, here we get a Leaf of the World tree. All right, yeah, that's why I wasn't worried about using it, because we got another one. Oh no, I used Revivify. So well, anyway, let's see. Okay, I got a couple of spots left. All right, we get a Sage's Stone. Yeah, one of the best items in the game, because what that does is it uses Heal More on everyone for free, and you can use it over and over and over and over again. So very nice. I'm giving it to Casca because she's the fastest, so she's gonna go first every time. So, and then here we get a Wizard's Ring. All right, so we're now good to go on MP restoration if we need it. So I'll probably end up having to use up all my Wizard's Rings by the end of this, I bet. But for now, okay, I was just looking at my notes. So yeah, the rest of them are mimics. Don't worry about them. So yeah, now in the middle of random battles, I'll just use Sage's Stones at the beginning to heal myself, so that way I'm reducing my MP cost. So I've already used up a bit of MP, but like I said, I'm gonna use my Wizard's Rings at the very end there, so to use them all up. And so far, so good. I think we're at the end there. So all right. Okay, so let's see. Probably should do some healing all for everyone before we get started. Let's see, how's my overall stats? Yeah, I want to heal. Okay, me and Joan. I don't think I need to use my rings yet, but I will have to pretty soon. Okay. Alright. Here we go. This is it. For all the mongrels. So, okay. So we just stand in front of this thing or something? Yeah, just wait for everything to... Uh-oh. You know, this reminds me of Magus's castle from Chrono Trigger? What the? Whoa! That guy's huge!
Aris, I bid thee welcome to thine altar of offering. It is I who will bring about the destruction of all things. All living beings shall be demolished by me, and the entire world shall sink into despair. Commencing with thine own demise, Aris. Come, my servants, destroy them that they may thrive on their suffering.
For boss battle against the King Hydra, the one that destroyed Ortega in the first place. So, alright, we can do this. Alright, let's attack him, and then we want to use barrier with the Pilgrim Crest, so we can, because this guy's going to hit us with some pretty powerful breath attacks. Oh yeah, let me go over his stats really quick. Yeah, this is just like in the previous game, this is the final boss gauntlet of, we have to fight multiple bosses before we fight Zoma, so yay. Alright, King Hydra's level 46, 1600 HP, 0 MP, 280 attack, 150 defense, 50 agility. He can drop dragon armor at a 0.78% chance, 12,200 experience, 350 gold. Most stuff doesn't work on him except for sleep has a 30% accuracy, sap, defense, ice have 75% accuracy, and then wind and lightning actually work pretty well. So you could use a snowstorm with the pilgrim on this guy. All right, so we're protected. So he's still gonna hit us with this. Oh, I should have. I'll use the Sage Stone next turn because he's gonna hit us with fire. Yeah, that would have done a lot more damage on us if we didn't have that ready to go. So okay, I'm trying to think if I want to use. I don't think I'll need to use Biokill. I thought about using Biokill for this, but I think we can just. Well, actually, it'll make things a little bit faster. Let's go and use Biokill. I was thinking not, but eh. Alright, and then have her use the Sage's Stone. Yeah, look at that healing. Nice. Woohoo! Look at that damage. Ah, right. He's gonna keep hitting us. Yeah, Bikill's basically gonna be our favorite. Holy crap! Goodbye, King Hydra. Haha. Wait, Ortega lost to this guy? Kind of pathetic when you think about it. So, oh well. Whoops. All right. Actually, I didn't really take that much. I probably should heal Joan just in case. I mean, yeah, I could use the stone next turn, but whoever we fight next, you know, I don't want to be on minimal terms here. So, besides, I can use those wizard rings to restore all my MP anyway. Okay, so no more random encounters in here. They're all bosses, so at least you've got that. So as long as you stay put, you're gonna be able to be okay. I'm just trying to think if I want to use my Sage's rings or not. I'm gonna be casting some magic during this battle. Yeah, I better go ahead and use a ring. Yeah, I'll use it one more time. Hopefully it doesn't break. Okay, good. Didn't break yet. Nope. Okay. And then I think Soul will be fine. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I'll do one more. Oh, there it goes. The ring silently crumbles into pieces. Yep, it tells you when it does it, so. Oh well, we knew that was gonna happen eventually. Alright, and prepare for the next boss fight against Baramos? Baramos Bomos. He's back from the dead apparently. I guess that's supposed to be a zombie version of him because of the weird skin or whatever. So yeah, this guy's actually pretty nasty because of what he can do. Oh yeah, King Hydra, I forgot to mention his attacks. He can attack and spew fire and can't avoid. Alright. Baramos Bomos. He's level 63, has 1100 HP, 255 MP, 210 attack, 300 defense, 72 agility. He can drop a shield to Sorrow at a 0.39% chance, 13,500 experience, 450 gold. A lot of stuff doesn't work on him except for Stop Spell has a 30% accuracy, Surround, Sap, Defense, Fire, Ice, Wind, and Lightning have a 75% chance. No guarantees on this guy. He can attack, cast Explode It, and blast intense flames at us. He has a 3.125% chance of evading attacks. He also regenerates too as well. I believe it's like 50% of his HP, current HP at the first turn, and then every subsequent turn afterwards is a quarter of his total HP. Okay, so what we want to do is fight him, and then we want to get sap on him with the Orochi sword, so that way we can do a little bit more damage to him. And then we want to get barrier with the Pilgrim because of the exploded ability. And then I think I'll attack for Casca on the first turn. Yeah, because of his exploded, he'll probably do quite a bit of damage to us. So, and zap his defense a little bit. So excellent. All right, took a little bit of damage, but nothing we can't handle. All right, fight, and then buy kill. Yeah, it's kind of obvious. And then I'm usually got to use Elena. Now I'm reminding myself of was it Dragon Quest IV? I almost thought about calling her Elena just because of that, but I was like, nah, I want to create my own characters. Anyway, I'm gonna mainly have her use Sage of Stones after getting attacked. So, and then buy kill on Aris. Ouch. Ow. Nice. Yes. Alright. Oops. Nope. I didn't mean to do that, so let me reset that. Because, you know, the glitch of pairing and then fighting again, like, right afterwards. I'm trying not to do that cheat, so... buy kill on Boudica, and then Sage of Stone, because we took damage from that. So far, so good. Ho! Goodbye, Baramos Bomos. Well, I'm doing a lot better than I expected. I think it's because of fighting that metal babble inside this place gave me a level more than I intended to have by this point. So I'm actually a little bit more durable than I should be. But you can't affect RNG, folks. You know, if that's just what the game wants me to have, then that's what the game wants me to have at this point. So, but anyway, all right. So let me think. Do I want to use? I'm actually pretty good on an HP, aren't I? Hold on, let me look at my condition. Because we killed him right after we healed, yeah. So I'm good. All right, let's do this. Wow, I'm getting pretty lucky during this. What the? Now what? Ah, he's back again, but now he's a skeleton? Yeah, Baramos, man, I feel bad for Baramos. He wanted to serve his master in life and in death, apparently. But yeah, he's a skeleton in this form, so. Alright, let's go over to, yeah, his stats are obviously different this time around. Interestingly enough, he doesn't have his breath attacks or stuff like that anymore. He's lost all that since his demise. So, he's still level 63. He's got 3,000 HP. Whew. He's got no MP. He's got 400 attack. He's got no defense and no agility. So, he'll always usually go last for them. But sometimes agility works weird in this game sometimes. Anyway, you can drop the Devil Sword, which is... let me look up the exact name of the weapon. Let's see, where is it? Where are you on here? I think it's the Sword of Destruction. I'm trying to, let's see. Sorry, give me just a moment. I'm trying to look up which, because my notes say Devil Sword. I'm like, why did I write Devil Sword there? So, well, that kind of ruins the battle when I'm like looking up stuff. But anyway, yeah, you can drop a, yeah, I think it's a Sword of Destruction that you can possibly drop. And then 14,300 experience, 115 gold. He is immune to most stuff except Surround works at a 30% chance, and all spells work on him. So fire, ice, wind, lightning, whatever. You can go ham hog on him if you really want to. Since we don't have to do that, we don't have to worry about. I'm just gonna use buy kill though. That's pretty much the bane of my, or the bane, the crux of a lot of my strategy is just smacking the crap out of him. Yeah, look at that damage, man. I love it. Dang it. Ow! More buy kill. Buy kill, bye. And just have her use Sage of Stone to heal that damage. Ooh, nice. Yes, I love it. Ow. Ow! Nasty. I was gonna use buy kill on I mean, I could use like fire or snowstorm or something like that. Although I think he's almost dead. Nah, whatever. Oh no, I didn't mean. Actually, that's actually not a bad idea. I think he's almost dead. Yep, haha. Good old buy kill. Yeah, buy kill really helps with this final section of the game. Okay. How is our status going? So, oops, condition. Okay, need to heal a little bit, and then we're gonna use up the rest of our, well, not all of our wizard's range, but I'll use up whatever I can. Because, you know, final battle and all that fun stuff. Okay, let's use up the rings until we can't use them anymore. I want to max out my MP, or at least get close to it as I can. They'll tell me. Usually you can get like 3 or 4 good uses of the ring before it breaks. Sometimes you can get more. It's random. It's just, the more you use it, the more likely it'll break. 150, whoops. Ah. Okay, we're max on that, so I need to... Actually, I technically don't need the Stone of Life anymore, do I? But I'll keep it on anyway. Okay, let's move your wizard's ring over to him. So we can max out your MP. Actually, I might, if the ring doesn't destroy, I might just leave it on him for the final battle. Even though, you know, using a turn to raise your... Do I want to do that one more time for just a little bit of MP? Yeah, let's risk it. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave the... Yeah, I'll leave the Stone of Life on you. Okay, I think that's good. Oh, the right, Wizard's Ring. I got that other one too. I don't really need the Thunder Sword for the final battle. I only did that. I was only using that for the. Yeah, I was only doing that for random battles. So I'm just gonna put another Wizard's Ring on him just in case. Okay, I think. And the Leaf for the World Trees really were there if I got killed during the random battles too. So during this fight, and same with the Sword of Illusion. I think we're good, actually. Okay. Yeah, this is it. Let's do it. All right, Zoma, we meet for the first time for the last time.
Aris, why do you struggle to live? My joy is thy destruction, my beauty thy death. Come forward then and die in peace.
For final boss battle against Zoma. Oh, I love the boss music for this guy, and he blocks my stats there. So, all right, we want to cast Heal Us All because he is going to put a hurting on us. Because Zoma in this initial form is really, really dangerous. Okay, so I want to let's see. Kind of almost want to enjoy the music for just a brief second while we do that. But yeah, cast Heal Us All because he's gonna put a pain on us for the first turn before we use the Sphere of Light. So. Cast that, and then do I want to use the Orochi sword now, or want to wait on that? Yeah, I think I'll start with that because that'll sap his HP. Zoma's really annoying. He's the first boss to do a very specific set of abilities. Okay, so and then I want to use Barrier with the Pilgrim, and then Casca or whoever your fastest character, use the Sphere of Light. This is very important. Zoma's gonna hurt us. Hopefully we survive. Oh, ouch. I didn't even get Barrier off in time. Okay, heal us all. Oh, if you're prone to seizures, look away, folks. Look away! The ball glows even more brightly. Whew! Casca shows the oh, okay, sorry, it went by too fast. Basically, the sphere affected Zoma. So Zoma has... So let me go over his first set of stats. So if you, before the orb, and you can't beat him without the orb, but you really have to basically be at max level to do it. He's level 63, got 4,500 HP. Yeah, he's got a lot of HP. Let me look up his, see, the rest of his stats really quick. Or sorry, not 45. I'm thinking of the Game Boy Color version of the game. Sorry, Zoma has 1,000, over 1,000 HP. Yeah, sorry, the, oh wait, no, that might be, hold on, let me look at this. Yeah, in the Game Boy Color version, they give him 4,500 HP. Sorry, I was looking at my wrong list here. Anyway, he's got max MP at 255, 500 attack, 350 defense, 255 agility. He drops nothing. No experience, no gold, final boss. He's not susceptible to anything, so no spells, no nothing will work on him. He'll attack, so this is during his before orb phase, by the way. He can attack, cast Blizzard, cast Bounce, blast out Blizzard, and fire an Icy Pulse. Icy Pulse, what that is it completely negates all your buffs and debuffs on you and him, so it resets everything from scratch. He's the first boss in the game to ever do anything like that, and ever since then, they've had a boss do that ever since, so that way you're just not wailing on the boss straight up, that like the boss will actually have maybe have a chance because you don't keep just using buy kill and sapping him. Anyway, he can't evade, he regens 90 to 110 HP per turn, and he does that for 2 turns. He heals 100% of his, for the first 2 turns, he'll heal 100% of his HP. After that, it's just 100, so it's really annoying the first couple turns. And then Zoma, after his orb is used, his HP stays the same, but his attack drops. See, his MP stays the same, but his attack drops by 40, his defense drops by 150, and his agility drops by down to 80 from 255 because he always went first, no matter what. He drops nothing, he has no experience, no gold, and then in this form, he's actually susceptible to stuff. So, so he can be sapped, he can be defensed, and fire and lightning will actually work on him. Wind has a small percentage, 30%. And then Zoma can attack, cast Blizzard, cast Blizzard, blast out a Blizzard, and fire an Icy Pulse. And he still regens, but it's not as much as before. He regens for the first couple of turns. After that, it goes down. Okay. So yeah, after the Ball of Light. Okay, he's been zapped. So okay, so we want to start buffing ourselves. So go and fight with you. And we see we already hit him with the sword, so I don't have to do that again. So let's go with buy kill. Buy kill. We're gonna buy kill myself, or Aris, I mean, sorry. And Elaine, I think we'll have her attack the first turn. After that, we'll have her start using the Sage of Stones. It's really based off what he does. Well, okay, there we go. Yeah, that's what happens when he nullifies your attack. Well, nuts. We have to do that all over again. Alright. I'm not gonna use Barrier again, because I don't think it's necessary. But let's try to debuff him if we can. Buy kill again, if we can. And then we'll have Casca use the Sage's Stone since we got hit by something. Oh, by the way, Zoma goes twice, by the way. Ow. So I might have to do another, depending on, whoa, nice! Yes. Alright. Attack, buy kill on Boudica, and then Sage's Stone. May have to do depending on what he does, I might have to do another heal-less ability. We'll see what happens. No, we didn't get hurt that badly. Of course he does. He's gonna do that quite often. Ow. So I'm gonna have to use buy kill all over again, so. Oh well, he's pretty much expected to do that every time. Like it's not like. Hey, you only hit Boudica though. Yeah, better heal anyway, just in case. Let me guess he's gonna. Ow. Oof. Ouch. Ow, 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 ow. Okay, we're gonna have to, gotta use this turn to heal us all, so. Do I want to heal all me? I think I want to heal all me, so heal all you, and then I want to, Sage a Stone. Okay. Ow. Ow. Nasty. Okay. Yeah, let's fight, and then we'll use heal us, and then Sage Stone. Yeah, we just want to make sure we're topped off, or at least close to it anyway. Ow. And there goes. I'd rather him do that though sometimes because at least it wastes a turn on him. So, buy kill me, and then Sage a Stone. At least the Snowstorm's weaker, so. Oh yay! All right, we got that off at least afterwards. So hey, I don't have to do that again. So. Ow. Ow. Oh, Joan died. No, Casca died. No. He died! Holy crap, we did it! Ha! I was afraid we would have to redo this. We did it! Zoma's dead! Ha ha! Yes! Except 2 of my companions died. Oh well. Them's the breaks, I guess.
Ars, thou hast defeated me. But heed my words, so long brightness exists, so doth the darkness. This vision I do see, for darkness deep one more will follow me. But when that time doth arrive, thou wilt too have aged and died.
Well, since it's the final thing, I want to go ahead and use my leaves on my dead companions. Joan confesses to life. Okay. By the way, after you beat him, like end of all Dragon Quest games, there's no monsters anymore. So, all right, let's do it. Let's leave. Show the world what we do. What the? He was load bearing. Ah, I hate when that happens. Nuts. What do we do now? And we died. Thanks for playing Dragon Quest. Oh. Huh, why did we get spit out of the Cave of Erdrick? Weird. Anyway, we survived. Okay, yeah, no more monsters, so, but yeah, we're in the Cave of Erdrick, and since magic is still not effective here, we had to walk out. Oh well. Man, I'm surprised I survived that. I was like, I knew I was close to beating him, but I was like, oh man. Casca and Joan dying. Huh? What's going on here? Oh. Yeah, apparently, if I remember correctly, in the Erdrick Cave, there's actually no spot beyond this point. So I think they're trying to keep the, game close to the original as you can from the first Dragon Quest. So, nice little touch, I think. Yeah, they actually tried to keep continuity intact with this prequel game, you know. better than some other games and franchises, you know, that just kind of just retcon it without even trying to at least somewhat make it reasonable. So yeah, I wonder if yeah, I wonder what they were thinking when making this game, you know. And why do they always make the prequels like a lot better than sometimes their sequels or later games? You know what I mean? It sounds like something closing is heard from the sky. And thus light is brought to the land of that from Tentacle and those onward. Yeah, and now yeah, we get the remix of the music for the first game when you walk around. Nice touch there. All right, and we can't return back to the world we came from. Unfortunately, we're basically locked into the down world or whatever, so we can never go back to the original world. Oh, I forgot to mention that your mom, you cannot sleep at your home for free anymore after you defeat Baramos, because she's still stuck in you save the world from the archfiend mentality, so you can't actually sleep at home. But yeah, you can only go to these places. I don't think they really have much to say. I'll check, but most of them will have something to say, but some of them repeat after a while, so let's see what they all have to say. Oh, I didn't know the light could be so bright. It's a dream come true. Yeah, it is true, baby. I brought light to the world. They call me the light bringer. Oh, wait, no. You're all indeed true heroes. I think most of the people say the same thing. I'll double check, though. Oh, I didn't know the light could be so bright. Oh, yeah, see. Yeah, true heroes. Okay. Yeah, most people are. I'm trying to remember some of the unique characters, but unfortunately, I don't want to go to every single spot. Thank you very much. Thanks to you, day, this dawned has again in the land. Yeah, we saved the land and everyone's okay. Oh, sorry. He said, we're so grateful for you to be sent to us. Alright, let's see what that... Actually, I could go see if Kandar says anything interesting. I'm trying to remember what town he was in again. Let's see. Oh, there we go. That's the end. We can enjoy our, you know, running. He's still locked in jail. Poor man. The truth told us about what would happen. Thank you, sir. From now on, let me call you boss. Yes, I am the boss man. I need the info. You are indeed a true hero. The king anxiously awaits you. Yeah, I need to go all the way back to... I think they coded it for certain character sprites to say basically the same thing, except in a few instances. I don't think I can go all the way back to Rubus's tower and talk to her. I mean, I could check, but I think she's gone from there. 3 cheers for her, Aris! Hip hip hooray! Thank you. I can't believe it. You defeated the Master Archfiend. What a splendid soul! A splendid soul? Okay, yeah, the merchants all say the same thing. Actually, are the lovers still, Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, okay, you say the same thing. Well done indeed. You have brought peace upon this land again. Let's see what you say. I said they probably all say the same thing, but I didn't actually go through every character to find out what they say. Okay, you say the same thing. What did the star-crossed lovers say? The ones that, you know, that were meeting across the other side of the river or whatever it is. Yeah, you can't go to every single town in the game, so oh well. Alright, let's see what you guys have to say. I'm making this a long episode just because it's the finale, so. Oh, I didn't. Oh, you say the same thing. Never mind. I assume the guy says the same thing, but I can't help myself. I must check. I must be aware of what I can and can't do. Let's see what you say. Finally succeeded in making a magic key, but I must have done something wrong. When I use it once, it breaks. What can I do? Yeah, it's a. I like the fact it calls back to the magic keys breaking in the first game, because they, like, for whatever reason, he couldn't get to, somebody couldn't get to work. So, okay, I just find that funny. Okay. So we've been to Rudahar, or Rumladar. Sorry. Let's go to Cole. See what they say. I almost want to go to Rubus's tower to see if she's there. I might cut to do that just to see. Because I don't think she says anything at the end. Like, as a cutscene or whatever. Okay, you all say the same thing. Although I don't think there's any unique characters here that really would pop out. Yeah, you say the same thing. Yep. Dawned on the land, indeed. We are dawned, indeed, by land that we have dawned. Can I say dawn one more time? Yeah, you all say the same thing. Right. Oh well. Then again, there's really no unique characters here, so, you know. Yep, you said the archfiend has been defeated. I wonder if we defeat Kandor, does he just say, I'm going to call you the boss instead? I actually generally thought we were going to, like when I first played the game, I thought we'd fight Kandor one more time, but we only fought him twice. With Zoma dead, the hole in the space connecting to the other world seems to have closed, and the world of Alfgard, brimming over with light, is starting anew. Why not spend the rest of your days here? Well, we can't go back anyway, so, because it won't let us return there, so, oh well. That's probably for the best. Well, sorry, Mom, I'm not coming home. Yeah, that song about Mom, I'm coming home? Lies. Lies. I forgot morning could be so beautiful. Alright, I forgot there's a random guy there. Oh, you defeated the match Alfing, did you? Hooray! I think Zoma is also one of the more memorable final bosses too. Just in oh, you're all true heroes out of all of them too. I mean, I like a lot of the final bosses, but I think Zoma really has a unique style to him that kind of makes him stand out. I'll never think of my old home anymore from now on. This will be my world. Yeah, since he's stuck here too, and that guy was from Japan, so remember that. So okay, let's see. Let's go back to Cantlin. See if anyone says anything there. Nope. Nope. Come on. Okay. Yeah, say the same thing. Does the innkeeper say the same thing as the other merchants? Yep. How about, we haven't talked to the bards here. Hey, it's me, Garen. I'm tired of my wandering and have returned home. Wait, what about your parents' home? Oh yeah, and the Silver Harp, I forgot to mention, it's the same as the previous game, where it can activate random encounters if you use it in battle, or use it as an item. So that's another way to get random encounters outside the Golden Claw. It's just annoying to have to go and use it as an item every single time, instead of like the Golden Claw where you just equipped it and then you just walk around. I almost thought about doing the final dungeon with the Golden Claw just so I could have the attack power and see if I could survive all the random encounters, but I'm like, nah, I don't want to kill myself like that. I had enough resources, but man, oh man, see, Zoma almost killed me, so. And I was doing it at the lowest levels. Actually, the lowest levels you could do is probably like, I think the most reasonable level is having heal us all. Really makes that fight a lot more doable after Zoma's first attack, because of how powerful his attacks are. It's not that so bright, but it's a dream. Yeah, let's see what that old man has to say. He probably says the same thing, but I will check anyway. Barriers, yeah, barriers don't do anything anymore now that the game's over. Well done indeed. Oh, come on, man. I expected more of you. I expected sterner stuff. Yeah, if you all say the same thing. Okay, let's head on to Hawkness, see if they say anything different. Anything? Yep, I am true hero. Da 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 da. Yeah, man. Oh well. I still want to check anyway. I didn't do this in other games because I knew, because of the way, because 2 was rushed, so it makes sense that they wouldn't have everyone have unique dialogue. So, I've named my child Yukionov. This name shall be handed down across the generations. Was that the guy who owned the shop who had Erdrick's armor? Was it Yukionov? I thought it was a different name. Now I don't remember. Well, it doesn't mean it could be the same guy. I mean, it's supposed to be, but... Well, at least you named your child. It took the death of the archfiend to do it, but it did it. Oops. Oh, I didn't... Oh, but you're the wife of the guy who named his child, right? Shouldn't you say something different? Whatever. Yeah, I said I don't remember every single variation of the dialogue, so that's why I'm checking it now. At least I was able to find some of the dialogue. Like I said, I might before we end this, might go see if Rubus has any dialogue. You know, I could just look up the dialogue online. I bet someone's found out all the hidden dialogue that you could access throughout the game. But I want to do this myself, man. Sometimes there's some things I don't research, as much as I try to. And I don't do that very good of a job either. I was never a very good school student, you know what I mean? Yep. I always try to do the lowest possible thing that I could do to get a passing grade. Maybe I could have done better, I don't know, but I was just lazy about it. I'm still lazy to this day. Okay, nothing there. Tentagel is where we're supposed to go for the final bit, so I'm going to go check. Let me see. Okay, so we got Garen's house. I'm going to check there really quick. The Tower of Rubus, I want to check that one. And is there anyone else I haven't checked? Oh yeah, the Holy Shrine, the Rain Shrine, also as well. So yeah, I'm gonna go check those places really quick. I'll just edit too. So I'm gonna go to the Holy Shrine first, then the Rain Shrine, then Garen's house, and then the Tower of Rubus, and see if they have anything to say. So I'll be back in a second. Alright, we're at the Temple of Light, or the Holy Shrine. Let's see if he says anything. We cannot dare to hope that this will never happen again. Therefore, your lineage must continue into the future. I hope to live to see that day. Is that supposed to be the same guy? Maybe? Alright, on to the Rain Shrine. Because was it the Fairy Queen was here or whatever? So, hey lady. Rubus told me to convey her thanks. She will never forget the deeds of ours. She hopes to meet you again. Oh, I guess she's not in her tower. I'll double check, but I assume that's supposed to mean she's not actually there. So, alright, I'm going to go to Garen's house, and I guess that's it, unless Rubus really isn't in her tower, so. Alright, let's see what the Garen's house has to offer. Probably doesn't say anything, but I'll check anyway. May all rejoice, my son Garen may at last return. Oh yeah, he did say he was going to come back, so. I can't believe it, only the wife said something. Oh well, wait, wasn't there? I think we grabbed whatever it was, I think. Yeah, the treasure, yeah. I don't know why I thought. Okay, I'll double check Rubus's tower. If there's nothing there, I'll meet you at Tantagel. Oh, and by the way, oh yeah, Rubus is in her tower, by the way. Yeah, Zoma's castle is destroyed, as you can see there, so yeah, neat. Anyway, yeah, Tentagel is where you're supposed to go and go talk to the king if you want in the game, so. Yeah, no going back to the old shop, pick up our stuff we dropped off, you know. No getting more heroes to do this. Wait, didn't oh, never mind, I'll talk about that during the ending credits, I guess. You defeat them, oh, okay, you say the same thing. Oh yeah, isn't Kander supposed to be in this cell here? But yeah, I truly thought we'd fight Kander at least a third time, and then maybe, but then he kind of just ends up being, he just gets in jail and that's it, and just like, oh, okay. You know, kind of with the gag characters that keep popping up. From now, okay, he does say I knew he was going to say, let me call you boss, because the other guy said it too, so I was like, well, you got to double check these things, you know? I assume you all say the same thing. Yep. How about you? Yep. Well, how about you? Are you gonna learn about curses now? 3 cheers. Oh, okay. You say the same thing. You don't even mention your curse, knowing about your curses and stuff like that. Yep. And I like to think in between the games from the first and second one, they decide to move the whole castle over to the west of this town, because why not? For continuity's sake. Because that's where it is in the first game. It's the castle is to the west of the town, and you have to walk a little bit to get there. I know that might be just a design mechanic for the difference between the games. I like to think that they just moved the whole castle because they were bored of it being there. Just wanted to move it for some reason. Like, what'll it cost? It'll cost lives and money, but it'll be according to the game. There won't be a time paradox, you know. But yeah, overall, a fun experience, a great game, and nice to see it all coming in. I'm surprised to beat it as fast as I did. Then again, I did have hour-long episodes. I thought about making them 30-minute episodes, but sometimes because either going through monster description or something like that caused me to have episodes be a little bit longer before I got to the point, before I got to a spot where I thought it'd be a good time to end an episode. So yeah, it took me a little bit less time to get through all this, but. I guess you all say the same thing. I really want to double check and make sure, though. I don't want to miss out on some quintessential dialogue, man. Wow, you're the first hero who has ever gone to the Master Archfiend's castle and returned alive. I won't be the last, I have a feeling. Just a hunch. At least there was some different dialogue. Yep, hooray for me. And you always stand there. Yep. Oh, or not. Wait, didn't last time I was there you wouldn't move from that spot or something like that? No, it took for you forever because you're a jerk. How about the cat? Anything for the cat? Hip. Did you just say hip hip meow? Oh, I did. I actually completely forgot he says that. That actually surprised me. Well, at least I got a chuckle out of one of the dialogues from this game. Oh, not that I didn't chuckle at all during this game. What I mean is the end game where everyone says the same thing. Oh boy, I'm busy. Gotta get ready for the celebration. You're gonna be cooking tonight. Make mine chicken. Actually, if I had to make a meal for a celebration and it could be anything I wanted, what would it be? That's a tough decision because I like a lot of types of food. I used to be a picky eater, but not anymore. I got into that age where I'm just like, I'm just gonna eat whatever I've got. I'm not gonna be like, oh, I don't like this on my food. I mean, the only things I don't like still are like super spicy foods, and I'm not really a fan of pickles, but I'll still eat them. You know what I mean? But I try not to be picky with my food anymore because it's just I'm just at that age. You know, no MP feel for me. Oh. Well, anyway, all right, time to talk to the king and end this thing. I think. There we go. Yeah, it's on autopilot by this point, by the way. Hello, king. I've saved the world. Aris, thou hast defeated the master archfiend. May I offer thee my deepest gratitude. Due to thine efforts, day has finally dawned again all in our country. Aris, thou art a true hero. I hereby bequeath unto thee that which is our country's highest honor, the Order of Erdrick, bearing witness to your status as a true hero. So yeah, that's the big twist. Is that third game is where you officially are called Erdrick. So every game afterwards, you're a descendant of this character, which is kind of a cool concept actually. Before, so yeah, that was the twist. Not that it was taking place in the past because we learned that earlier, but yeah, you are Erdrick. That's why I didn't want to call myself Loto or Erdrick during the game. And Aris is technically another Japanese version for Erdrick, I guess. So I guess I kind of spoiled in that matter for those who never played the game before. Although probably people watching this have probably played the remaster that they did. So Aris, I mean, brave hero of Erdrick, thou wilt forever remain the stuff of legends of the people of Erdrick. And we finally get the music. You were wondering why at the beginning of the game they didn't have the music. Well, they were saving it for the credits. Yeah. But anyway, celebrate, everyone. Oh, you know what? This is kind of weird because didn't the legend say Solo did this? Or Solo. Why do I call him Solo? The hero, Erdrick, did this all by himself? Oh, well, it's because, well, why not? Like, why couldn't... I mean, they say it was legends passed down, right? There's always people changing things and manipulating things to, no. Thus the true warrior was born, and Aris became known as Erdrick, hero of Alahan. There was no equal. However, shortly thereafter, the hero Aris mysteriously disappeared and has not been seen since. Many a story has been told that the darkest of nights when Erdrick left his weapon, armor, and amulet behind. Legend says that they have been handed down to the worthy warriors of future generations as the sword of Erdrick, armor of Erdrick, and the emblem of Erdrick. Whew. Okay. But anyway, yeah, tales would change over the course of time, so whatever these extra heroes were now changed to Erdrick doing it all by himself. So why not? Thus the legend was born. Yeah, the third game being the first of the Erdrick trilogy. That's what they call these series, is the Erdrick games. Although the sad thing is the box art of this game spoiled the twist. If you read the actual instruction manual box art, it got spoiled for you. But anyway, let's watch the credits roll as we go over our journey. What an adventure it was. Yeah, I definitely have a soft spot for this game over the other two games because this one's the easier of the two. Yeah, you still have to level grind and money grind, but it's a lot more fluid and it's a little bit more easier. Like Metal Bevels and Metal Slimes give it a lot more experience. Enemies don't hose you completely. Like, it's reasonable to be challenged throughout the whole game without being just cheating, like in the second game with the sacrifice spell, which I never got. You get that later levels. But I didn't think it was necessary to grind for the max levels of the game. But the fact that there's multiple ways to play the game depending on what classes you choose and stuff like that makes it a whole new set of experiences. You know, could you have gone the whole warrior warrior, soldier, or sorry, hero, soldier, wizard, and pilgrim. You could have, maybe, if you wanted to. Or maybe drop the soldier and just go for fighter, pilgrim, and wizard instead. Who knows? The choice is yours. Now, if you want to know what the max level in the game is, it's 99 in this game. It is not worth getting... oh, actually, no, that's for the later versions. Let me check the... Sorry, I was looking it up, and I was like, wait a minute. Let's see, NES version. It might be the same thing. Let me check. It is... Nope, it's still 99 for everything. Oh, boy. I am not... Well, actually, I might do a bonus episode where I reach 99 just to show you what happens when you fight Zoma at max levels and beat him without his sphere form. I might do that, actually. Maybe... it'll take me a while to grind the levels, but anyway, yeah, I thought the battle mechanics were overall a little bit better than the previous game. Buffs and debuffs were useful in the other games, but more useful in this one, I think. And then, like I said, the class changes were interesting to go through. Although, realistically, the game kind of benefits you more by sticking with a certain class and just going about. The only time I did that was changes was with the Sage and Pilgrim. Because we needed some magic spells to help with some of the RNG in the game and fighting some of the enemies. So having that added a little bit of extra damage as well. I'm more of a fan of games that stick with character classes that don't everyone jump into every class. That's why I'm not a fan of later Dragon Quests that do the whole all trades Abbey, where basically every character become every character, and then basically by the end of the game you're all doing roundhouse or like knuckle sandwich on everyone and like and paralyzing everyone. That's all you have to do to beat the game. Kind of a little boring. I've always been a fan of like characters with specific classes, and you have to work your challenge based on those classes. That's why I liked early Final Fantasy, where everyone had a class that they worked with. So, or games like that. But Dragon Quest has its own niche, and that's what it's hitting. People being able to basically build their characters however they want to the end. But yeah, third was the game when they really started doing all that whole, character classes. Although the fourth game kind of goes away from that, interestingly enough, and then they go back to it in 6, I believe, and onwards. And I think every game after 6 stuck with the job systems, or the vocation system, I think is what they call it later on. And I like the twist in the game that, you beat the archfiend, and then you find out that there's another archfiend, and you find that there's a whole other section of the game you're not even quite done yet, which I thought was really cool. And Zoma being a surprise boss, yeah, sometimes surprise bosses are kind of boring in a way because of, it just pops up out of nowhere, but still, Zoma was a cool boss, very dangerous, and I like the fact that you need a special item to make him weaker, that, if without it you would be wrecked, or at least it is possible to beat him in his full form, but you really have to be at a higher level, and because of how much damage he does, and you do have to take advantage of your abilities. But by the time you're at max level, you have a lot of you have a lot of HP, and to be able to survive his attacks and everything like that. And I like the fact that you have to go back to some old towns, talk to old people. Talking to people will change where your trajectory goes. And this is like one of I think the first Dragon Quest series where you had to, the whole adage of going back to old towns. Instead of some RPGs where you just go to town, solve the problem, and leave. But this one, sometimes you have to go back to an area, find an item, come back. And I like games that allow you to explore and do all that. It gives you a lot more, lived-inness in the world, that you just don't ignore the previous towns before. I know it's a lot more work, but I still enjoy it, nonetheless. Final ending music, obviously the music was good in this game. I think it's because I got a chance to really, kind of enhance it, really work at it a little bit, because this game was not rushed like the second game was. As much as I like the game in some weird, morbid sense, 3 is definitely the much better project overall. Out of the 3 games, 3 is the best, I think, overall. But 1 has its charm for being the first, and being a game where you just have to fight single opponents all the time until you get to the end. And then 2, the addition of extra characters. And 2 actually has the story of the cousins. I like the idea of family members helping each other fight a great evil. All descendants of the hero from this game, for example. I thought it's pretty cool. Surprised I've never done something like that since, or any other RPG hasn't done anything like that, so that's unique to it. Trying to think what else to really say about this game. No, I think I think I've really said all I really can about this game. Like I said, I had some I had some dangerous moments and everything like that in this game, but everything that was dangerous was up to me by not leveling up, Like, I put that on myself. If you really want to just level up, it wouldn't take you too long to get a decent level, and they give you chances to level up through the Golden Claw, or the Silver Harp, Silver Harp later on, and stuff like that. But yeah, thanks for making this great game, Enix. Akira Toriyama for his game design, Yukiyama for his music design. or sorry, Sugiyama, even though he doesn't like Westerners, but I still appreciate what he made. And yeah, to be continued in Dragon Warrior 1 because of where it goes from there. I heard in the remasters they try to tie all the games actually together instead of it just being Erdrick's trilogy, that there's actually an overlying arcing plot behind the scenes about that ties into all three games, which I guess is kind of neat. But for this time period, it's just you're all descendants of Erdrick saving the world, and that's pretty much it. After this game, they go on to the Zenithian trilogy, which is 4, 5, and 6. I might do those games later on. I don't know. They're a lot more work that I have to put into a game because of how much there is into it, especially like if I ever did 7. Holy crap. Mainly just because of all the dialogue that you can get in the game from just going from different areas, different times. Like if you finish a certain arc, you can go back to town and possibly get new dialogue from multiple people. It's insane how much dialogue you can unlock in that game. It's crazy. But I might do 4 just because 4 was on the NES as well. Although I didn't. That's not the first version. I didn't play 4 till it got released on the DS, unfortunately. But anyway, for the Dragon Quest series, I might take a break for them. Maybe I'll come back to it later if people are interested enough, or because I've got other games to play. But I'm glad I just set this holiday season aside to play Dragon Warrior again after all these years, because it'd been a long time since I played the original game, since I was like anywhere from like a kid when I played Dragon Warrior 1 to a teenager when I was in high school when I played when I replayed 2 and 3, because I played 2 and 3 earlier, but I didn't own them at the time. And I played them again later when I got back into playing games again from school and stuff like that. But anyway, yeah, a fun game with great mechanics, great music, and just overall interesting story. And hope you enjoyed my playthrough of this game and the other games as well. I know it wasn't perfect. I didn't say like all the spells, like when you got spells at certain levels, even though that's random. I didn't go over every item and what every item you can get. We didn't fight every enemy in the game. But I hope you at least got a general sense of like how to fight enemies and go through it if you're trying to do it yourself, or if you just play the easy version of the remasters. That's cool too. But I do this for fun, and I hope you enjoyed my fun and got a sense of the gameplay added. So we'll leave it off there. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next game.